And everything is okay. So let's get started. Let's start. Okay. So today we are going to be almost trying to come to the end of the syllabus with one major indicator. Although I doubt whether today my network will be good. The other issue is that there's no electricity here. I'll keep this training as short as possible. I thought I wouldn't even make it, but we are here. Is my screen visible? Because I'm going to keep this training as short as possible. In the next few minutes, I'll get this training done and I'll end it. Okay? That's why I waited a little bit longer. Okay. Now, those of you, I don't know why people want to record this meeting. Please never request for recording. It is not important. Because when I am here, the meeting is streaming live on the YouTube channel. You're requesting for recording is just a waste of time. You just get my Zoom cloud full for nothing all the time. Usually, even C leaders who join these meetings, they usually record, but you are recording onto the what? Onto the what? Onto the cloud, getting it full for nothing. Okay. So let me get into today's class. So today we are going to look at something special. To me, it is very important. It's one of the best indicators I've ever seen. Like I've said, I'm going to keep this very short and simple and brief. Okay, so this is called the smart money indicator. So I'm just getting to make sure that my screen is clear. Since you have said it is visible, just pay closer attention because I'm going to spend a few minutes and I'm going to end this call very soon because I don't have power and I believe everything can go off very soon. So we are going to come here on indicators where we have been finding them. And at this time round, we come on technical and we are going to look for an indicator called the smart money. The smart money indicator, this one, the smart money concept, SMC, by L Luxo, Lux Algo, anything of the sort. And we are going to get this indicator onto our chart, like you see it here. So first and foremost, before we do anything or before I discuss the indicator, we are now going to sit into the setup of the indicator. If you have never traded, or if you have been wanting to find best trading approach, this is the best indicator. So let me get into its setup. So to go into the setup of the indicator, like I've said, this Zoom is going to be very short. So you must pay very close attention. We are going to tap on the setting of the indicator. Okay, I'm very fast before my devices go off. So the setting is there. So we are going to tap on it. Okay, so let's focus on the input. Number one, this indicator uses a mode of historical candles to follow. Remember, but you can decide to use the present candles. Okay, the mode, but the historical is better, using the past to predict the future. Okay, so I'll leave it at historical. When you use the present, when you tap on the present, it will just reduce the number of candles it is following. Okay, let me see. I want to show you. So this is let us take this as the example. So now we are at present. So let me put it very fast to historical. So historical will help you pick more data points of the past a little bit than just focusing on the few present data information. Okay. Let's go back. It also uses color. I request you to leave it at colored because monochrome or monochrome will make your screen not look very nice. Number two, it has colored candles. These usually cause confusion when you are trading. But if you are interested, because the colored candles determine the trend of the market, like you see in my chart. Okay, when the market is on an uptrend, it will give you consistent green candles. If the market is on a downtrend, it will give you consistent red candles. Okay, so if you are interested in the indicator helping you personally to tell you the trend of the market, then you can press in the colored. It will always stay in for a few minutes, but it will, like you see, it comes off, on and off, on and off. Okay, on and off, on and off. But it can help you if you are not good at doing good technical analysis to tell you the trend of the market. Once it gives consistent green colored candles, it's trying to show you that this coin is on an uptrend. And once it gives consistent red candles, trying to show you that this coin is on a downtrend. All right, how many are still following? Like I've said, very soon this Zoom will come to an end. Even when I go off, don't look for me. Give me a one if you are following. Even when I go off, you just go also. Don't say he's coming back, he's coming back. I will not be coming back. Don't say he's about to return, he's about to return. Hey, please stay on. No. When even me myself, I go off during the training, also you just disappear. The one who will be teaching, it will not be me. All right? Okay, so let's continue very fast. Even being here, it is a miracle. Now, let's get into this real-time internal structure. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the real-time internal structure is going to help you display a structure, a bullish structure, by giving you what we call this signal of a green color, a bearish structure by giving you a signal with a red color. It will also show you swing structures, and these swing structures, it will show you bullish, like we are going to see with the green color, bearish with also a red color. Okay? Now, but before I put in those above, this indicator will also show you order blocks. Okay? Order blocks that are bullish, order blocks that are bearish. Let me start with the order blocks before I bring in the internal structure phenomenon. So before I bring these above, let me start with order blocks. What are order blocks? Order blocks, ladies and gentlemen, these are points where we expect buyers to come in and buy, and these are points where we expect sellers to come in and buy and sell. All right? And these are internal. Internal meaning that they could be hidden points. Let's start with the internal bullish. So let me give it a very good bright color because that one is not clear. So the internal bullish, let me give it the orange color. Okay. Good. So that you can be able to see it. Now, those you see, these orange colors that you see, ladies and gentlemen, in your chart, they are internal hidden points where we expect buyers to come in and buy. These are very important because they also act as support areas. Do you see? So once it shows you here, it shows you here we expect buyers to come in. Let me first remove this colored thing before it causes me confusion. I want you to see very well. So even when the market reaches here, it will show you that here we expect it's a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. This is a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. This is a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. This is a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. So these points are very important because number one, they act as support areas. Eh? How many are, I can even pick any other coin. Okay, let me pick any other coin. You see, they will always show you, my friend, here we expect, it's a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. It's a hidden point where we expect buyers to come in. They have started in this campus. Oh, just a minute. Just a minute. Am I back? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? So some people were leaving. Eh? So some people had left. Eh? This man called Kabanda, even me, I don't understand him. So some had left. He's gone for good. He has left. Let me go. You easily lose hope like that. That's why every coin that goes in floating loss, you just sell. When it reaches floating loss, you say, this is futures. Since this coin is against me, let me tell you, how many of you want a sure deal in futures? The sure deal is here in futures. When it is a coin on short, when the coin is on short, it is just a matter of time. I like the new phenomenon that says, and I want to ask it here. If you can be able to answer this question, those of you who trade futures, this business will work for you. Question, I ask it again. You have a table you want to break. You are asked either to go below the table or to stand above the table. To stand below the table and break it, or to stand on top of the table and break it. Which one is much more easier? Which one is much more easier? If you can answer that question, then Justino Futures will work for you. If you can't answer that question, never trade futures. Let me see what changes. But if you can answer that question, you can trade futures. If you can't answer that question, never trade futures. Leave futures alone. If your mindset cannot answer that question, never trade futures. If your mindset cannot answer that question, never trade futures. So the easiest way of breaking a table, is it to go below the table or to stand on top of it? I liked that mindset. And every day I will talk about it. And if you can answer that question, trade futures. If your mindset, you who's typing, go through settings. I the one who brought me here. So what have I been doing? When you type something once, don't type it a million times as if you are speaking to a younger child. I'm very understanding. When you type, I have seen. Go silent. But every minute, go through settings. 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 So as if you are speaking to a deaf person, me I can see. And it's what I'm doing. I tell you as I teach. I tell you as I teach. I am on settings, and every time you are repeating the same thing. Have I told you I'm done? This man. Go through setting. Go through set. You type once, it's enough. But you type a million times. As if you are speaking to a younger child who doesn't understand. Hey, I will not allow to be put in the armpit. All right, guys. So you see now, so we are still, I said I will ignore all those above and interpret the order blocks. And we said we are going to start with the internal bullish order block, a hidden point in the market where buyers, institutional buyers, can I make that clear? Big companies are expected to come in there and buy. And this one, let me give it also another bright color. Another bright color. This was orange with green one. Let's go for purple. Let's see how purple works. Let's pick another coin because I don't see my purple here. All right, okay. Now let's get in here back to the indicator. The purple is also a hidden point. Back here before we go, it is a hidden point where we expect institutions to sell. So you see on this coin, so you are trading, okay? You are trading. You believe that this coin is going to go to the what? To the moon. Then suddenly you find that your coin has touched the purple line. In your mind, you should know at this point, big companies are expected to come and sell off. Does that make sense? So even if you are planning to enter from here, once you see the purple color, then you say, hey, this is a hidden point where institutions are expected to come and sell, right? So we are so far, we have skipped the first ones, not ticked. I'm going to come back and what? And explain. Now, bullish. Bullish is just a normal point where we expect buyers to buy, all right? So this one is blue. Then bearish, just to expect buyers, sellers to sell. Okay, one is red, dark red. Another one is blue. All right. So you see that at this point here, there are two blocks in one place. If I widen them very clearly for you, there is a hidden bearish where we expect sellers to sell. There is also a normal bearish where we expect everybody to sell a point. So this makes life very easy for you. Let me pick this one. I'll just exchange coins so that we can be able to understand. Okay. So let me put it in 4 hours. So here, you can see very well, we only have an internal hidden point where we expect buyers to what? To buy. So are those clear? Let me know in the chat. I started from these internal blocks. Hidden points where we expect institutions. It is internal. Bullish where we expect institutions to come in and buy. It's an internal bearish where we expect institutions to come and sell. Here normal people buy, here normal people sell. Is that clear? Before I bring in other factors. So when you are trading, this for me, this is a very sweet indicator. Imagine you wanted to continue with the Broncolio 714. You wanted to continue to make money. Then you see this purple line. In your mind, must be very crystal clear that this is a point where I expect people to come in and sell. Question, will you continue to long the market or your mindset will switch to shorting the market? Don't forget as you trade, you should always have your stochastic RSI in your chart because the stochastic RSI will help you know where the market is. Look here, guys. Here the stochastic RSI is saying, my blazer, let's continue. Let's continue. We have just started. We have just started. The future is bright. But when you put in the smart money concept, it shows you that, my friend, as you are bringing your money, the big boys have made enough money. Does that make sense? They bought here. They bought again here. They bought again here. My friend, once it has reached here, they have made enough. But since you are only using the stochastic RSI, you are saying, we are going to kill this coin. It is still moving. It is forming. This was a lower low. Now this is a lower high. Sorry, this was a lower low. This is a higher high. There is a retracement. This is a higher low. Another higher high. Another higher low. Another higher high. Yeah. Money, money, money. But my friend, the big boys have been making money all through here. Now they have reached the climax and it's a done deal. Tears. Do you see how this indicator is very important? Have you seen how this indicator is very important? Whether you are using the stochastic RSI or are using the RSI, it doesn't matter. Okay? All these indicators move with the movement of the market. Is that clear? They move with the movement of the market. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. What good morning? Hey guys, sorry. Okay, so is the point clear? This is stochastic indicator or the stochastic RSI or the RSI you want to use. I can use all of them. I have told you there is no big difference. They all move with the movement of the market. Let me bring you the other one. So the RSI, which we call the relative strength index, but this I have not discussed this season. It has a different. Let me first remove this one. The relative strength index, which is the RSI. There looks a little bit different, but they all move with the movement of the market. Okay, but the approach of using this one is a little bit different. Okay, I would recommend you to use the stochastic RSI. I will not discuss this one now. Okay, I will not discuss this one now. But the approach is a little bit different, but all of them move with the movement of the market. Okay, all of them move with the movement of the what? Of the market. Okay, but I will discuss this one later, not today. But both of them move with the movement of the market. But for now, use the stochastic RSI. I would recommend that. Okay. Mhm. But today I will not discuss the other one. This is much more simpler and easier for anybody. All right. So this will help you. This smart money indicator will help you to know those points. Okay, let's move. Now from there, I want to introduce another very important thing on this indicator, which basically shows what we call premium zones, equilibrium zones, and discount zones. Let me first remove off these internal structures that we have just discussed. And then I only bring in, let me also remove this. Let me also remove this. I first explained these ones. Okay. Now, here we come. So let me make these much more clear because I see they are not. So this is yellow, but it's not clear. Let me give it orange and see. This discount is not clear also. Let me give it white and see. It's not coming out very well, really. It's not coming out very well. Let me give it a blue color. Okay, let me not take a lot of your time. But in our chart, if you can see very well, I have come up with three major points. Number one, discount. When a coin is at discount, it means this coin has been oversold. When the coin is at premium, it means that this coin has been overbought. When the coin is at equilibrium, it is in the middle of the journey. So when you are trading a coin, especially people who want to overshort the market, and you find that the coin has reached discount, in your mind, you should be crystal clear that you are not expecting this coin to go on a very long journey to the downside. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. So you see, we have premium where this coin has been overbought, meaning that we expect this coin to come down. We have equilibrium, which is halfway of the journey of this coin, and we have discount where this coin has been oversold. So here you see, even if I'm just using these 3 points, I can basically see that maybe if I'm drawing my support and resistance lines on this screen of Jerry Jerry, if I draw from the current price to the highest price, me I use body close, I'll draw a line there. From the current price to the support, I would draw still my line at this lower point. Then I go back in the history a little bit and find maybe minor support and minor resistances from the current price. There is this point, there is this one here. Can you all see this lower low here? This week here, basically there. Okay, there is this one here. So basically you can see, using my stochastic RSI, I can measure. Let me pick my measurement tool where I can put my price range here to here. And this is a sweet 3%. I'm using the stochastic RSI. I'm also using discount, equilibrium, premium, plus these small areas of support and resistance. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. I'm just playing with the indicator. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. I'm just playing with one indicator, removing everything and just getting specific to what I'm looking for. Are we together? Are we together? So if we are looking for a signal to trade, I hope we have got one. Do we have a signal for trading? Do we have a signal for trading? Do we have a signal for trading? Someone is saying not yet. Someone is asking, are we going long or are we going short? Someone is asking, are we going long? Are we going short? This world is not easy. This world is not easy. Now, if you're asking whether we are going long or short, why have you been here? I hope you are trading. I have told you, you may be worried of many things, but let me give you a guarantee. You can take 2% or 3%, but let me tell you a guarantee. There is nothing as guaranteed as hitting. No, you can take, it's up to you. You can take 1%. It's up to you. Okay? It's up to you. But do you see, guys, this here? So you see, I'm using the RSI here that we have is in the over. Mavi, yainonye pilawo yo. Ojagala. Ne kaka. Kati oyagala pilayo mpya. Genda kugulira endala olidde. Katukole ssente wano mu katale. Kantuledinge. Kantuledinge olidde. Katusooke tukole ssente. Ssente. Katale. Market. Trading. See you high five. Nja bakuba. Babono n'ebintu byo. Nja bakuba. Sorry, guys. But are you able to understand? So we have understood that the coin. So you should not develop the confidence that you want to take profit down here. Does that make sense? As a good trader, you should always plan to get in and get out. So this is a very good opportunity for us to enjoy a 3%. It will not deliver in a few minutes. It could take an hour, but this is a sure win. Because the coin made a move from discount to equilibrium, found this equilibrium act as a resistance point, and now we have found it on a journey to the downside. It has even broken this line here, which would be maybe not even a major point. It is not all that a major point if we go back to history. Okay, it is from this point here, but it has broken it. It's now planning more to the downside. So 3% to me is a sure win. But if you are following the bangwa, you can take a 1%. No problem. Back to the smart money. How many of you are finding the smart money very important? Let me know in the chat. How many of you are finding the smart money a very important indicator? How many of you are finding the smart money? So it has these areas: premium, equilibrium, and discount. Now, since we discussed the other ones, let me return them for you. Internal bullish. Yes, and this one. Let me return these in for you, the internal bullish, the internal bearish. So we are in the 4-hour time frame, and down on our screen, you can see we only have points of sale. We don't have points where we expect buyers to come in. So let's increase the time frame to lower points. I hope you can see. I hope you can see. This is a point where sellers were expected to come in 1 hour. Let's continue in 15 minutes. The more you continue, the more clearer, the more you lower the time frame, the more clearer, especially you who wants to get out of the market fast, the more clearer it gets. So I'm in 15 minutes. So this is an internal order blow where we expect buyers to come in. Okay? So the usual also help you. Still the same journey. It's around a 2.3. If you want to get out of fast into the trade there, it's a point where we expect buyers to come in the market. So the more you lower the time frame, okay, especially people who always trade when your hearts are not around. It will always give you a clear view, but 15 minutes is more normal. So I hope you can see hidden point where we expect buyers to come in, hidden point where we expect buyers to come in, hidden point where we expect sellers to come in. And these points are very key. You can use them as support and resistance points as you make your decisions. So far, we are doing so well. We have been able to discuss, number one, the hidden points where we expect buyers to come in. We have also discussed premium, equilibrium, and discount. Are those clear? An indicator can have a lot, but there is what is more important. Okay? Is that clear? Now someone is asking, short or long? Ladies and gentlemen, what can we answer this one? Someone is asking, short or long? Does that show that this person is paying attention? Ladies and gentlemen, does that show that this person is paying attention? Does that show that this person is paying attention? By the way, what you have said, let them leave futures and stay in the spot market. Let them leave futures because don't you see, guys? If someone is asking short or long, don't you see that they are going to put their money at risk? Because basically, according to the lesson so far, I'm not attacking, by the way. Me, I'm just getting more realistic. We can all see that this coin is from this lowest point. If we bring if we see the coin was forming lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower a lower low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. When it formed this one, then it formed a lower low, a lower high. It's now forming more lower lows, a small lower high. It's now going to continue and form another lower low here. We are using this phenomenon. Number two, we see the coin is moving from premium. Can you all see that? The coin is moving from premium, where it has been overbought, and is moving its journey down, and it has even broken this major point of equilibrium, showing you that there are still higher chances for this coin to continue on the downside movement. Now, what becomes as a challenging part to most of you, the traders, your mind thinks that the coin will just drastically come down without forming any green candle. Coins don't move like water, that it will just flow. Markets don't move like water. Remember that. Let me first remove the indicator so that some of you can understand. Let me keep it an open chart. This is an open chart where I had drawn my lines of support and resistance. But look here, guys, coins don't flow like water. I need to make sure that many of you understand this. If you were a trader and you were on the market, I just want logic. You were a trader, you were on the market, and the market goes against you. Won't you see this as an opportunity to buy more? Let me know in the chat. You were a trader and the market started going against you. You thought from here, this coin would continue up to here. Now it has broken that major support area. It's now here. Won't you think in your mind that this coin is giving you an opportunity to buy more? I'm just asking normal logic. Okay, yes, you would think you want to buy more. That's why the market doesn't flow like water. Because whenever these coins get cheaper, there are people who see an opportunity. Does that make sense? You know, I want you to trade with some logic. Does that make sense? That whenever these coins go cheaper, traders develop a mindset that it's now an opportunity for them to buy more. Does that make sense? So that's why you should not expect coins to flow like water. That because you have decided to short this coin, it will just do swing and hit your take profit. No. There will be some resistance by buyers trying to buy up this coin to see that this coin at least tries to go up back again. Does that make sense? Give me a one. Give me a one if that makes sense. But even if you go back to the history of this coin, you find that even here, the same thing happened. The coin broke this area here. You see? It tried again, got supported here, resisted again, tried to push it up, failed again, then it came down again. This. Remember technical analysis. The market tends to repeat what it has ever done in the past. The same story here, but the coin was coming from the downside. But whenever this coin came from the upside here, you see, whenever it came from up, coming down, traders always tried their level best to push this coin up. But for you to get it solidly clear, because this is lower time frame in 15 minutes, when you come and press this coin in a bigger time frame like 4 hours, you'll just see a small wick, a small buying pressure. That pressure where you see that candle trying to move up a little bit, this is buyers trying to come in and take opportunity. But you just need to stay calm and remain patient. Those of you yesterday that traded Jerry on short, did your coin sell? Did you make money? Those of you that I told to trade Jerry on short, did you make money? You just need to have that ability to be patient when you are trading, because if you can't be patient, you will always make very little money in the market. That's why you understand, you were liquidated on a long. I hope those who got liquidated, you were liquidated on a long. Did anybody get liquidated on a short? Is there anybody who got liquidated on a short? Let me know. Is there anybody who got liquidated on a short? Let me still ask a question. If you want to break a table, is it easier to break it when you're on top, or it is easier to break it when you are below it? Now, this is what trading is all about. This guy here, he wants to break this table. Do you all copy? This guy here wants to break this table. Would it be easy for him to break this table from below going up like this? Or this one who's on top can easily break this table by pressing more going down? Which of these two directions are easy here? Breaking it from below going up, or breaking it from top coming down? Which one is easier? If you can answer this question, then you are going to enjoy futures. Whenever you see coins going up, you are going to start smiling. How many have understood? You see Gonzaga, either way, you will suffer. Stay in sport. Stay in sport. Whoever is saying either way, stay in the spot market. Don't try futures. Stay. Stay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want money from the futures market, the easiest way to make money from the futures market is to short the market. Let me remind you. Yesterday, my brother Chris gave a coin called Dodo. I entered it late, and by the time he typed sold, mine went into a floating loss of $117%. 170. I was losing $97. I left my coin. I went offline and slept. Today in the morning, my coin has sold and it has given me, I think, $15. Because let me tell you one thing. Did you know that short is a sure deal? How many of you know that? How many of you know that? As long as this short is not one that is picked when the coin has oversold, like you pick your short from here. Am I speaking to someone? But when you decide to stand on top of a table and you short the market, it is just a matter of time. Whitload, stop writing in my screen. I'm going to remove you from the Zoom. Whitload, stop writing in my screen. Don't be like a younger child, because now you are overdoing it. When I decide to short this coin, it is just a matter of time. I just need to remain calm, remain patient with my trade. It will automatically get to this point. I will show you tomorrow. The challenge with most of you, the traders, is that you are called now. And if you were now guy, then crypto is not for you. But if you are able to understand the dynamics of the market, then crypto is for you. I don't know if my point is home. I want to go back to the indicator. So far now, on this indicator, the indicator basically has a lot, but you'll agree with me, success doesn't need everything. I have always told my friends I work with that for me to be successful, I don't need to know everything. I need to know the major few. Now, when I press in my order blocks, I don't know why I'm not able to see them here. Okay, they are above there. They are not buying points in the 4-hour time frame, but in 1 hour we could find them. Okay, this is a point where they expect institutional buyers to come in. So even if this RSI is already in the oversold area, how many of you have seen an RSI, for example? Let me give you an example because some of you forget very fast. Let me just remind you. Let me pick a vertical line. Do you see when this coin reached here? How many of you see? You see when this coin reached here, down there. You see this coin had been oversold. At this point, now I'm talking to someone who only wants to use the stochastic RSI. You see this coin here. The RSI was already in the oversold area. Can you imagine? It was already in the oversold area. Because someone may say, but my upline, the RSI is already oversold. Look here, take the example. Here, the RSI was already in the oversold area. Do you see how deep the coin still moved? The point I'm trying to make, never use one indicator to determine market direction. Give me a 1 if that point is home. Give me a 1 if that point is home. Never use one indicator Never use one indicator, because indicators are just indicators. Do indicators determine the market? Do indicators control the market? You see, you forget. That's why I need to remind you. Do indicators control the market? No, they just help you. They just help you to tell market direction. That's why I have said it several times. Leader Chadwick, let me make you admin on these two groups of ours. I officially give you power to decide when to close and open these charts on all the two crypto ambassador groups. Let me make you admin. I give you the power, sir, because I'm making you admin. You are the chief controller, because sometimes people go crazy on the two bangwas. Let me first do that before I forget. I make you admin on the two bangwa groups. Just a minute. Leader Chadwick. You have the power to switch them on and off, because sometimes some people go astray. And Leader Aminata. Yes, Leader Chadwick and Leader Aminata, because you guys, you are always online. Someone is analyzing the market, sending me a lot of messages, not on Zoom. Okay. So I hope that is done. So I hope you can see that the stochastic RSI is already here, like it has happened here. But the coin is still continuing on the downside. So when you are playing with the smart money indicator, it will help you to be able to understand that, okay, this coin has broken the equilibrium. Okay. It has also met a point where we expect big buyers who were supposed to buy this time round. Since we have the internal bearish, they are going to sell. What should come in my mind? Long or short? Let me know in the chat. I can see here, we expect big institutions to sell. What should come into my mind? Long or short? Answers in the chat. Beautiful. Do you see how the indicator is helping us win better? Thank you, coach. I'm in bed while attending this lesson. Already 200 USDT profit in my bag. Let me tell you, there is only one person on this Zoom that has ever sent me $400. $400. Only one person. The rest, they just thank me. They thank me. They show me their screenshots of how much they are making and how much they're enjoying. There is only one person. Only the rest, they already send me screenshot. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm enjoying. Thank you. Thank you, coach. They continue. And big screenshot. I have screenshots. Then they say, we shall pray for you Why do pastors still ask for tithe? But let's continue with the lesson. Hey, yes, so prayer is key. Hey, but why do pastors don't say we pray, but after the church, the pastor says, bring whatever you have. bring whatever you have. Bring. Why don't they end on prayer? It is a command from God. That is our portion. Dollars are coming. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, I was just making fun. Have you got how we are going to make money? I want you to focus more on shorting opportunities than longing opportunities. Okay? Okay? I want you to focus. Now someone is going to get annoyed. He wants even to take our small money. Oh, yo. But what I'm trying, I said that was a joke. You see, some of you are very serious with life. But what I'm trying to bring to your concern, if you want to win in the futures market, focus more on shorting the market than longing the market. Is that clear? All right. Because I see now people begging for mercy. You see, me, I have very little. You a very rich man. I have very little. As if I had begged for your money. If you don't have, stay in your lane. I don't have. Hey, don't try to cross areas of those who have. If you don't have, stay in your lane. I don't have. Stop for crying for mercy in the chat. You see, we have just started the. So the one who gave me $400 didn't have what to use it for. You see this one. Stay in your lane. Don't start making forgiveness in the chat. I'm starting here. I'm just compounding here. Hey, so my leader one day, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't cross. But I hope that is now very clear. Now, having discussed that, so I expect you on this indicator. Before we bring, the rest could be important, but not so important. I expect you on this indicator to always make sure the internal order blocks are on and the premium and discount zones are on. I'll just talk about these rest, but they are not very important. Okay? I'm going to discuss these ones, but they are not very important. Okay? So in one of the previous classes, you had coaches discussing. Let me first remove these ones. Let me first remove these ones. Then I am able to speak about this now. Let's now, let me also remove these lines. Okay. So let me keep it open like this, all right? Now, these may not be very important, but they are very key. I just want to discuss about them, okay? In your chart or in our candle here, there are small words that I want to discuss about this indicator. Number one, there is EQL and there is EQH. It means that these are equal laws. This law is equal to this law and to this law. Does that make sense? Can you see that? They are equal law points. So the market came here, went up, came here, went up, but when it reached here, it blocked this low. I don't know if you are able to follow. Please do. You see, this was an equal lowest point, equal low point, equal low point. The market moved from this equal low point, went high, came down again here, went high, came down again here. But when it reached here, instead of it going up, it changed and went down. And this move to go down is called the change of character. The coin changed its character. It was expected to repeat what it had done. Go up, go up, go up. But this time it changed the character. Is that clear? If you have understood, let me also show it to you here. I want you to see here. The market. So the coin, this indicator will always show you. So you see this coin, it went down here. And once it reached this point here, this one here, it was expected, like it had done here. At this point, it was expected at this point here with these green candles to go up. But when it reached here, the coin changed its character at this major point here. At this point, it was expected to come once it reaches here to go back and down. But when it reached here, a green candle came in and there was change of character. Change of character from a continuous downtrend to an uptrend. And so this became a major point. This became a major point where the market was expected. I don't know if people are now following. This area here became a major point where the market was expected that maybe when it reaches at this point, for example, you see here, the market was expected to respect this point and move up, but it changed the character and moved down. So whenever the market changes its behavior, whether it was going down and then it moves up, this indicator will tell you there is change of character. And the coin is going up by putting this change of character in green. If the coin is going down, it will put this change of character in red. That we expected this coin to stay green and move up, but it has changed this character to bearish. It has changed its character to bullish. It has changed its character to bearish. It has changed its character to bullish by just breaking. And the philosophy is simple. It breaks the previous highest point. This was the highest point. It breaks this highest point and goes above it. It has changed the character. When it breaks this highest point, it has changed the character. Once it breaks this lowest point, it has changed the character. So they are usually break of highest and low points. So it breaks this high point, it has changed the character from going down to going up. Once it has broken this lowest point, it has changed the character from planning to go up to going down. So this change of character will help you because it shows you where the market is expected to go. Do you copy? Do you copy? Now someone is asking what indicator? Someone is asking what indicator? That is great. The only crypto ambassador that has ever sent me money. You need to make a lot. You tapped in the someone is asking which indicator. You see, teaching is not easy. It means this person has not been around. Good morning. How is the market these days? Are we following? Now, those of you who are saying we are not going to make money on this coin, when we see change of character in red, what should we expect? Should we expect the coin to go up or should we expect the coin to come down? Let me know in the chat. Should we expect the coin to go up? Should we expect the coin to come down? Good. Now, I want to talk about another thing called break of structure. Let me see where it looks well. So you will already see change of character and break of structure. Let me first draw something small. You see? When the coin breaks this, when it breaks this, when it breaks this, this is called break of structure. Break of structure. But once it does this and it breaks this, this is what we call change of character. Let me explain again now in the chart. The coin was forming this. This move by the market is a break of structure. When the coin started moving down, let me draw again. Down, down, down. So when the coin is on an uptrend, this is a lower low, this is a higher high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high. So the coin is breaking structures and continuing in that movement. But once it comes and breaks this lower low here, this is not called break of structure. It's called change of character. The coin has changed character from being on an uptrend to coming on a downtrend. So this will be a lower low. Then it goes up. It forms a lower high. Then it comes down. It forms another lower low. So then it goes up. It forms another lower high. Now this is now what we shall call break of structure. Lower low. Are you able to follow now? This is what we call break of structure. Once it breaks the previous lower low, it has broken the structure. Once it breaks the previous higher high, it has broken the structure. Is that clear? Give me a one. It has broken that structure that the coin was building. Okay? The coin break of structure, continuing in that movement, break of structure, continuing. But once it comes back and breaks this point here, then we shall say, no, the coin that was on an uptrend has now changed its character. This is what you see in the screen. Is the message home? Let me know in the chat. Is the message home? Let me know in the chat. Is the message home? Is the message home? So when we finish our indicator now, this is our indicator. So now let's work it up. So let's work it up. So we are able to see the real-time internal structure. Let me remove and you see. Because when I remove it, the real time, what is happening in the market right now, what will happen is that we shall only stay with those points of break of structure, but we shall not have those points of change of character. Okay? Let me bring it back so that you can see very well. Those internal hidden points. The internal hidden points. The internal. We shall only have these ones that are happening in real time. What is happening now? But those hidden points of break of structure and change of character, they will not be there. Does that make sense? The hidden points. We shall only have these normal ones. Break of structure, change of character, equal low, equal high. They will always draw those lines for you. But hidden points, like you see here, there is a change of character. Let me first hide this indicator down here so that you don't get confused. Get this up. Increase the visibility. You will only get real time of what is happening, but you will not get those hidden points of change of character and break of structure. This coin was expected to get supported and it moves up. So since it has broken this lowest point here, there is break of structure because it was expected to be supported and going up at these equal lows. So there is break of structure. But you will not be able to get these hidden points that are in between these structures because you decided on your indicator here to not to show the internal structure. You're only showing the real time swing structure of what is happening now. And you can show these swing points. You can even get these low, strong high, like you see. When you switch this on, it's not a big deal. It will just bring those higher highs and higher lows in your chart. Do you see? Remember, when a coin is forming, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, this is a lower high, this is a higher low. When a coin is forming a mixture of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, this coin is in a consolidation form. The coin is not deciding the trend. Which trend? It is consolidating. It is consolidating. And even if we shall, but we have not handled that, even if I draw a strong horizontal line at this point here, this one, and I draw another horizontal line at that higher point, this coin is in this rectangle that I have drawn of mine, although it's not a closed one. So once it breaks my rectangle here, it means, my friend, the coin is going to go on a downward movement. And what this indicator does for you, that even if you are not able to draw this line, it can be able to show you the trader, that you see this mixture, my brother, of lower highs, higher highs, lower lows, higher low. The direction of the market is not clear. Now that it has broken the structure, the direction of the market is very clear. And that's why here it will show you a lower low. And so this could be a lower high, planning to form another lower low. And it will show you a weak low, which means this weak low can be broken, or it will show you a strong high, which means a strong resistance area where the market has failed to penetrate. How many are understanding? We are about to finish because I just want you to understand the indicator. Now, we are showing real-time swing structures of the market. So when we add in the hidden points, now it becomes a mixture of kasori and muogo. Do you see? They call this, do you see? It now becomes, in Uganda, we call it a katogo. This is what they call a katogo. So maybe sometimes I may decide to say, okay, on my indicator, because me, I teach you to understand. Let me first remove the real times and I go in for these hidden ones and I see how it looks like. So I widen my screen and I'm able to see. So I can see very well that here we have a change of character at this point. The market was consolidating, then it broke this area, meaning the coin is gonna move down. It's a hidden point. And after putting in my hidden points and seeing what I expect, I can now say enough with the hidden points. Since I usually don't want to have a too much data screen, let me just bring back these normal ones so that I could, I've not pressed OK. That's why I think they're not appearing. So I'll have a few points in my chart that are able to show me break of structure and change of character. If I want that, then I bring back my major internal blocks and swing blocks, okay, to give me a clear picture. Then I bring in the premium and the discount. And this is how my indicator will look like. I usually do not want to have so much in my screen. So here I expect equilibrium is here. Here I expect sellers to come in. And so I can take this order block as a support area. And so you see, I'll measure from this point to this point. And this is a 12%, a 10%. Let's give it time and see if that coin will touch that point in 1 hour and see if it will deliver a 10%. So other indicators that I could have could put in my stochastic RSI, which we have already talked about. I already told you the coin may not move in a straight line. I could have my Fibonacci, okay? But now, remember, more indicators could make your screen look very bad. So maybe I need to widen. So now the indicator could be, this indicator is very good, but it has a lot of color too. So maybe I come on my fib and there is too much. So I'll leave the 0 line. We talked about this yesterday. Remove the 23. I can leave the 61, remove the 78. I remove all these ones, because I'll discuss them when I discuss the fib extension. Then I can leave these negative ones. Okay, still my screen looks very dirty. I'll come back here and I deal with the color. Okay. I can lower the transparency. This is, I think, increasing it. The background, I put 0, meaning I don't need background. So I only have lines with no color. Hey, when I put 0, it looks very bad. Okay. So it needs to be more bright. So I put it to 100 and I remove the color. Widen my chart. I see my chart it has a lot. I'm not a guy who wants to have a lot in my chart, because if it's not clear, I cannot understand what I see. Okay, so this is the 0 line, meaning the coin was moving from this highest point to this lowest point, was expected to make a retracement at 38.2, which is here. It didn't, and it continued. Do you see how my order block helps me to show me that these point sellers are planning to come in? And so it gets to this 23.3. So remember, we expect the coin to retrace at least at negative 38.2, which is around here. So instead of me taking profit to this lowest point, I could decide to take my profit. Where is my price range? I could decide to take my profit up to around this point, which is a 3%. But even if I don't have these lines, I don't have the Fibonacci in my chart closed, I can still draw lines of support and resistance, which I have said several times is what trading is all about. So I'll press it there, and still we are close to the same area. Are we together? But I can increase my time frame, like to this point, and make decisions better. How many of you are in profit? How many of you are in profit in Jerry Jerry? How many of you are in profit in Jerry Jerry? Let me join and share my screen. Let me join and share my screen. Now, this is what causes the difference as we end our call for today. When you meet a good investment, when you meet a good opportunity, am I speaking to someone? Let me share my screen. When you meet such a good opportunity, don't be like a player. Be someone who needs serious money. Okay, so let me share my screen. Then I end the call. I told one person that when you learn what to do, making money is just a normal deal. It's not a big thing. Many of you say making money is hard, but just learn basics. So I'll stop sharing my screen. Then let's go to it. You see, I am on 8%. Is this good money? It is 10%. Ladies and gentlemen, the difference is here. Number one, since this was a good business, I decided that I'm not going to do 10x, I'm going to do 20x. Remember, the higher the leverage, the more the money, and the faster you get out of the coin. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. When you meet a good opportunity, sometimes it is important to increase your leverage, because the higher your leverage, because good opportunities are not easy to get all the time. Very good. And someone is asking, Julius, did you use $5,000? No, this is what I told you the other time. Look here. This setting is simple. I'm going to remove it and show you. But when I remove it, I might forget. I need my pen. Okay, let's not short it. Let's try to long it so that you can see. Look here, guys. 243 jelly are equal to $5. So I'll go to my calculator. 243 divided by $5. I get 48 jelly coins. I ask myself, how much USDT do I want to use? I say, I want to use 300 USDT, which will be equal to this. Then I multiply by my 20x. Is that hard? Let me repeat. I come here on the coin before I set it. 243 jelly coins are equal to $5. Okay? Me, this is my approach. I say 243 divided by 5. I get 48.6 jelly coins. I look at my capital. How much capital do I want to use? I want to use $100. And I want to do 20x. This is what I will put in. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Good. Let's go back to our coin and see. Now you have understood. So let's go back in our coin and see if we still have business. Ladies and gentlemen, do we still have business? Question, do we still have business in our chart? The coin has not yet done a very good work. We still have business. So let me tap on the setting here so that I get all these things on, because I don't see them here. But I think they are on. Let me just get this on also. What is this? I think I will. Now, I'd request you to switch on the confluence filter. It will filter non-significant internal structure breakouts, those that are not important. And make sure this will come always, it is in tiny, make sure you put it in normal. Okay, so that it removes those that are not important. Make sure the confluence filter is on. Okay, so there we come with our indicator fully set in our chart, and we are good to go. So just to confirm a few more things. Now, these fair value gaps, I think I will discuss them on Monday or tomorrow if all goes well. I'll discuss them. But I usually start my holiday on Thursday. So I usually start my weekend on Thursday. It's usually my longest weekend. So I have a theme, work very hard, party very hard. So I work very hard. When I start to party, I party very hard. Okay? Was this a very good lesson, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Then people are asking themselves, but where did you learn all these things? See, which university did you study on? Tell me, I want to take my children to the same university you studied. Hey, so that also my children can learn like you, my brother. My brother. Self-education will make you a fortune. That education you learned from your school will just pay your bills. I am my own professor. I don't have any school I have attended. I don't have any school. My friend, I have been figuring out my way. That's why when people attack me, I tell them, my friend, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know where we have come from. Hey, I just know English. But the rest is information I have learned. And my friend, it is doing wonders in my life. Hey, so welcome to Crypto Ambassador University, where we don't give certificates. We wanted to give you certificates, but the company that wants to give us certificates, my friend, is bringing a lot of tricks in the journey. We have an organization in the United States of America that wants to give certificates to our community. But they are tricking me so much. And since they are not the one who taught me, I ran away. They are bringing in a lot of curry people to this country. They needed to pay us this money. They are opportunistics. Yeah? They want to opportunistic me, but we can still continue without their certificates. Hey. You see, it is only the elites, the poor have gone to school, who give their papers a lot of value. But it's not the papers that we value. Yeah, they are opportunistics. They want to just use me. I saw them. Hey, we don't need you see now, they were like telling me there are universities that want you to teach them cryptocurrency, but they need you to have a document. So we want to make sure that we certify your knowledge. Guys, we want to certify your knowledge so that your knowledge gets certified. We give you a degree in your knowledge. Then you can go to those universities and start teaching students cryptocurrency. I told them, I don't need to be known. I just need to be silent. So guys, we are taking our profit at this point. Don't forget. So that's why, guys, I canceled that certificate deal. We are taking our profit at this point. That's our take profit. Okay. So this is what I would advise. We are still having our 3%. So this is what I would advise. Let me share my screen. I know some of you do not usually use this. So let me share my screen again. This is the best approach. You can wait until it hits there, or you can always take profit in bits, okay? So, for example, because remember, let's go back to a short, okay? Remember, you can wait for our take profit, or you can always take off profit and come back again. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. You can take off profit and come back again, because this is already, let me try to sell and you see. Network. So I usually love that approach. Network. The network is down. You take off some profit, then you come back. For example, you tap on close, because this is 0.8%. It's not even 1%. This is 0.8%, because me, I'm doing a 20x. This is 0.6%. So you take off some money. I like this approach so much. You take off, then you come back. Okay? Because now you have more money. Then I come back. Is that clear? As long as when I check my trade, I still have opportunity. How many have understood? You can always even bring back your profit in your calculation. Are we clear? You can always, let me know if that is clear. You can always take off profit and you come back, you take off profit, you come back. Because as long as the coin still has the opportunity, like you see, so far $39. So you come back, you take profit, you come back. You take profit, you come back. Let me know if that is clear. As long as when you cross-check, the opportunity is still valid. You take profit, you come back. Let's look at this coin called Moondegenberg. I see it has some business as our second signal. Let's look at this coin. It's called, some names are funny. Mudunguneba. Let me see if I could find Mudunguneba. Someone wants to satisfy my personal knowledge. Then I go and teach in university. Who told you that some of us, there is business? How many of you agree with me that there is business here? How many of you agree with me that there is business? We shall take this support here to be our take profit. On Mundenberg, the coin is moving from up, coming down, and our take profit from this point to this resistance is 4%. We shall take 2% to avoid issues. We shall take 2% maximum to avoid issues. So I will check my coin. I still have $116 in my account. I'll take off 100 and remain with 16. So I want to trade Mundenberg. So let me share my screen this side and we trade together. I never try this home. I'm a very high risk taker. But I've told you that breaking the table while standing on top is better than breaking the table while standing below it. So that makes me a good risk taker. So the coin you want trade on our royal queue is Mundenberg, Mugudunberg, or Mugudenberg. And when I short it, it's a little bit risky, but I'm good to go. Okay. All right, so if I don't know the mathematics, I will just put always a 0 and they will give me a mark and it's saying the minimum first buying amount is 29 Mudenberg. So I come here, 29 divided by 5, which gives me 5.8. And I want to use $100 and I want to do a 15x. So it will be 8,700 Mundenberg coins. So I go 8,700 Mundenberg coins. Is it true? Confirm with my mathematics. Simple. I don't need to think a lot. Remember, this was a 15x and I will not take much. I can take 1.5. That's all I need. Get it on board. We activate our trade. Wait for the notification. Okay, here we go. Running our 2 trades. All of them in floating loss. I expect a balance of only $16 to be available in my account. I'll still go back to my trades to cross-check and trust my decisions on TradingView. And since now I'm trading 2 coins, which is not usually my thing, so this is my trade 1, and the other one is called Jerry. This is trade 2. So it requires me some patience, and I'll take 2% on each. So now, having finished that, then I'll get back to my trades. And instead of me taking 3%, I'll take 1.5. Remember, the bigger the leverage, the lesser the take profit. So I'll take 1.5 because I'm using a higher leverage. I'll not go in for a big take profit simply because I don't want things to go astray. All right, guys. It must be in one shot. Good. So now I'll take a break, leave my phone, and do my other tasks. Was it a good class for all of you? I love trading in the 4-hour time frame in 1 hour. and I remain calm. Please, how to take profit? What do you mean? Does it mean you sell the trade and get, yes, I sell the trade and get into the trade again. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. I'll see you if all goes well tomorrow. But today, since I've made some money, I need to go and eat some fish. Let me see. Yeah, more people are trading. Yesterday was a very good day. Please, I request you to find someone you talk to about our Bangwa Bangwa. Please, can you tell someone about Bangwa Bangwa? Because if you don't tell someone about Bangwa Bangwa, you will pay a lot of fuel fee. Question, is it good to tell someone about Bangwa Bangwa? Because you will pay a lot of fuel fee. Because please tell someone about Bangwa Bangwa. Tell someone about Bangwa Bangwa. Since now it's a confirmed strategy, our Bangwa Bangwa t-shirts are coming. Ladies and gentlemen, our Bangwa Bangwa t-shirts are coming out. Our Bangwa Bangwa flyers are coming out. We are going to storm the world with a new Bangwa Bangwa flyer. Our Bangwa Bangwa capes are coming out. Yes, Bangwa Bangwa. The word itself carries a lot of energy. So we are now going to be called the Bangwa Bangwa ambassadors. We are going to market the Bangwa Bangwa strategy until everybody wants to join our Bangwa Bangwa team so that they get bangwed with the bangwaling signals and they get Bangwa Bangwa profits. I wish you a nice day, a happy weekend. Let's go and Bangwa Bangwa the market and we make some money. All the best. Someone is saying, can I get a Telegram link? Guys, there are a lot of scammers on Telegram. There's no way I can control them, but if someone inboxes you and you don't know them, just don't listen to them. Block them and move away. Is that clear? Give me a yes in the chat. There are people who pretend that they will help you on Telegram. They are scammers. I have no way of controlling them. If they inbox you, please block them. If they inbox you and steal your money, it's not my problem. I do not inbox people. I don't inbox people. I don't come to people's chats. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't come to people's chats. I don't inbox people. I don't speak to you on your Telegram, in your chats. That's known to me. I never promised anything. Okay? So if someone inboxes you, it's not me. So those are our two signals for now. Okay, guys, I hope I need to travel back to Kenya. Do I need still to come to you, my Kenyan people? Okay. I'm gonna start traveling. I think the first country I'm gonna go to is Ghana. Yeah. I think I'm coming to Ghana. It's a confirmed deal. I'm just waiting for confirmations from a few leaders. I think the first country I'm gonna come is Ghana. I'm gonna come to Ghana. That's confirmed on the 27th of September. I'm coming to Ghana. The people of Jinja and people of Kampala, I hope leaders are getting things sorted. I'm coming to that side. but I know one country I'm gonna visit very soon is Ghana. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see how other leaders are planning it. But I'm gonna do the Bangwa strategy move. So I'm gonna move to most of the countries to preach the Bangwa strategy. Because we are gonna be doing Bangwa conferences. Yeah, the Bangwa conferences. So let's see how we can. Since we are about to hit our take profits, we are about to hit our take profits, guys. We are about to shoot out, but I'm not going to sell these coins until they hit that take profit. Now I'm done with business. See you later. Bye, everybody. Never forget the best way to break a table is to stand on top of it. All right. Bye bye. Rihanna.